Lally show was previously recorded.
It's time to enter the world of
Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Well, hey, this is a joke on me and joke on our listeners because I was thinking about this on the intro. Hey, get your pens and pencils ready to take notes, yada, yada. And I was thinking because I can say this because I'm that old. With our listener group is get your pencils and papers and get your glasses so you can actually see stuff. All right. If you are a longtime listener to the show, you know that we give you the best nugget in the first 5 minutes and then you can just go do something else. No. Stay with us.
It's good throughout.
All right. So this is from a Dr. Peter Strike. I know it's Peter. The last name, I'm close. He is a neuroscientist at the University of Pittsburgh in the Brain Institute. And I heard this on a TED Talk. So he was all stressed out. And he's, you know how scientists are. If you tell them something, any kind of hippy-dippy stuff or woo-woo stuff, they're going to want to know the data. Mm-hmm. And so his kid said, Dad, you're stressing out all the time. Yelling at us, yelling at the dog, kicking things. No, I don't know if he was kicking things, but you should take Pilates and yoga. And he's like, get out of here with that yoga and Pilates. That stuff is baloney. But then he said, you know what? I'm going to do some scientific research. So in the 1990s, he had this scientific process that he came up with where he took the rabies virus and put it in chimps or study chimps who had it. And it was able to allow him to study neural pathways, right? And neural pathways are the things from your brain. They go out to the rest of your body. They're the ones that make you feel sweaty when you're nervous, make your eyes go big when you're frightened, the adrenaline, the flight or fight response. But the main thing was stress. He says, because people anecdotally, right, all our hippie yoga instructors say, it's going to reduce stress. And all your stress is stored up in your hips. If you're an Oprah crowd, you're like, yeah, I believe that. And then if you're like the non-Oprah crowd, you're like, it's a bunch of hippy-dippy baloney. But he actually put the science to back this up, and here's what he found out. So the gland in your body that produces adrenaline is called the adrenal gland, and it is located on top of your kidneys. Mm-hmm. And if you guys feel around to your lower back, that is where your adrenal gland is sitting. And this is a 4-part series on TED Talk about technology and how it's effing up us human beings because of our posture. We're looking down. We're looking at the phones.
We're becoming hunchbacks.
We're all like Quasimodos on our technology. And so here's what he found out is that when you're sitting in a sitting position, hunched over all day long for hours and hours and hours, it's not allowing your core. So here's what they found out. The brain sends a signal to the adrenal gland with the adrenaline, and adrenaline is good because it gets your heart rate up, it gets you going, it gets like juices going, and you sound different and you have energy. Mm-hmm. And the muscles in your core are also sending signals to the adrenal gland. So if you get your okole off the chair, and by the way, sitting is the new
smoking.
So here's the study. This is with blood drawn and actual scientific data. Every 30 minutes, you need to get up and run a marathon. No, not run a marathon. Literally just take a 5-minute stroll.
We talked about this with Augie T the other week.
But I'm connecting up this science that they have proven.
You're reminding our listeners.
That if so besides getting up every 30 minutes and moving around for 5 minutes to stimulate the adrenal gland to put not Adrienne into your blood system, but adrenaline into your blood system, that your things work better, your organs, your muscles, your brain, and you're not having to do that Celsius or that 5-hour energy drink at 3 o'clock when you're ready to go snooze. Because I'm telling you, everybody, you know what I'm talking about, right? About 2-3 o'clock, you're like, yes, I need another Zoom meeting to put me into a coma. or another sit-down meeting. So exercise, getting up and moving, that is critically important for your mental well-being and your physical health well-being.
And what about yoga?
And do yoga.
How is yoga all interconnected?
being-
You started with yoga. Like let's
The
let's
point
go back
being
to
is that yoga, Pilates, any kind of exercise that gets you up and moving that involves the core, standing up straight, sitting up straight, all of these are affecting your lower back muscle, which is called the thorax, which is sending signals to the adrenal gland, which sits on top of your kidneys, which sends adrenaline into your blood system, which allows you to be healthier. It is a proven scientific fact that if you use the word butt a lot, that you have a big one.
I think you're making that up.
I want to exercise, but so that is your nugget for today, proven by science. Go on TED Radio Hour. You listen to it and hear the science behind all of this.
You know, I even saw.
Get up and move your ocoles, people.
I even saw on Instagram there was this little contraption that helps you like have better posture.
Yeah, it's called I come up behind you and whack you with one ruler. Sit up straight. So when
That's old school.
When your mom was telling you to stand up straight, sit up straight, this was actually affecting your well-being on a physiological level. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. Mom knew what she was talking about.
All right. Speaking of knowing what they're talking about, who do we have, Adrienne? We got Bradley. And who's Bradley with?
We got Bradley Maruyama of Allstate Insurance with his tip of the week.
Hey, Bradley.
Hey, how's it going? So recently, we've been getting a lot of calls from realtors and loan officers. But there's a lot of condo buildings on Oahu that the lenders are finding are underinsured for hurricane.
No way.
Yeah. So what's going on is the majority of these Fannie Mae lenders are not doing loans on these buildings. So people are calling me asking if there's some type of gap insurance that they can purchase, and there is no solution on the insurance side to get a gap policy to fulfill that void. So when you are looking at properties, check with your lender where you're pre-qualifying to make sure that the condo that you're looking at can get lending on it. So you don't waste any time.
Yeah.
So it's very important I don't have that list. I know it's circulating out there, but very important to check with your lender before putting an offer on a building.
I know where they can get that list, 799-9596. That's Team Lally.
Well, one of the things that we do on our team is that as soon as we open escrow or even beforehand, if things seem a little different than most homes, we're immediately connecting up with Bradley to get that insurance quote, and we start working on that in the beginning, not like right towards the end, and it'll be like a surprise.
Here's the sequence. Call your mom. Tell her you're excited about this real estate you're going to be buying. Number 2,
call Bradley.
Call your lender. Get pre-approved. Number 3, call Bradley. Number 4, call Team Lally. But actually, we can be in the beginning because we're going to tell you.
We're going to tell you what to do.
We're going to slap you around and tell you, call your mom, call Bradley, call your loan officer. We're going to keep you in line like a drill sergeant through the home buying process. What else, Bradley?
Oh, that's all I got for today.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Good advice.
That's juicy.
No one likes those kind of surprises.
Nobody likes. Oh no, Tony Robbins says we do like surprises, but we like the ones we like.
Yes.
I like a surprise birthday party, but I don't like a flat tire.
I don't like not being able to get my loan because the condo building is underinsured.
Yeah. I like date night as a surprise. I don't like being able to close on my condo.
Not being able to.
Not being able to close on my condo. No likey. No likey. All right. Thank you, Bradley.
Thank you, Bradley.
All right.
Okay, again, that's Bradley Maruyama. He is an expert that we trust. You can find him on the resource page of teamlally.com.
Speaking of which, I want to give the real estate surf report. And it's nothing to do with surf or the beaches or anything. But it's our version of the surf report.
It's the market report.
Single family homes, $1,050,000.
The median sales price.
Median sales price. What's the median mean?
That means that half the homes sold for more and half of them sold for less.
So it's an indicator what's happening with the market. If it's going up, that's what's happening with the market. If it's going down, so forth and so on. And then condos $532,500 is the median sale price for condos. Both of these are actually single-family homes are down, condos are up. Speaking of going down, going up, and interpreting all this up and down with the interest rate, who do we have? Adrienne.
We have the mortgage genius.
The mortgage genius.
Jodie Tanga of
Tanga.
Pacific Rim Mortgage.
Mortgage.
Hi.
Hi, Jodie.
Hello. What you got for us this week, Jodie? Yeah.
We our retail sales report that came out last week was just so much higher than anticipated, and so rates are high. I mean, rates are at a 20-year high, hovering in the mid sevens, and they're not expected to go down anytime soon.
Yeah, I think that's a good prediction.
So what can our listeners do that are in the market right now to buy a home?
We have that.
What are some solutions, Jodie?
You've announced that. What's the strategy?
Yes.
There are multiple strategies.
Yeah.
Number one is that there is a pretty for a first time home buyer looking for a starter property, meaning I would say under 300,000 ish, maybe 250. There is a 1% down payment scenario, which is pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
That's good.
Yeah, you'll get about $4,000 for free, which is who doesn't want $4,000 for free? So even if you end up coming in with a little bit more than 1% down, it's still a great option to get that $4,000 free to be applied to your down. It's a huge benefit.
Who wouldn't want free money?
Now let's go back to the definition of first-time home buyer. Is that someone who has never bought a home, or someone who hasn't bought a home for a very long time? Who falls into that category?
Anybody who hasn't owned in the last 36 months.
Oh,
36 months. Wait, let me do the math. 3 years.
Yeah, that's
3 years. Yeah.
Wow.
So you can re-qualify as a first-time home buyer with this program.
Right.
As we say in Waianae, you can be one renta for the last 36 months and qualify as a first-time home buyer.
Right.
And it has to be under 300,000 is the loan limit or purchase price.
Purchase price.
Oh, I can tell you right now because we're helping somebody. Makaha Surfside.
We've got a coming soon over in Kalihi.
Umi Street.
That's right.
Jodie, do you know what Umi is? That's Hawaiian for. Do you know what that is by any chance? Testing your Hawaiian.
Is it
Umi?
the urchin?
Very close. Very close. It's the number 10.
Oh.
Now,
yeah.
you're thinking
it's the urchin in Japanese.
In Japanese. Hey, it's a word on Jeopardy. What's a word that in Japanese is sea urchin, but in Hawaiian is 10? Umi.
There you go. You're prepared for your next Jeopardy appearance, Jodie.
Yeah. Okay. So, we got one coming up. Yeah, in that price point. But go ahead.
That's a really great first-time home buyer program.
Yeah.
The other thing that kind of was around maybe in the beginning of the year and went away for a little while, I do think it's going to be coming back, is the 2-1 buy-down program.
2-1 buy-down. Tell people what that is.
Yeah, so we locked in someone on Monday at a 7.125%. And they are going to be paying as if the rate was a 5.125 for the first 12 payments.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 2% lower than we locked for the first 12 payments. And then it's 1% lower, so they're going to be paying on 6.125 for the second 12 payments.
Yeah.
And, in their price point, they're a pretty hefty price point. So this is going to be, this is your guys' listing. Mm-hmm. This is going to be over $1,200 a month in monthly savings between comparing the 7.125 to the 5.125. So they're paying $1,200 less for the first 12 months, and then they're paying about $600 less for the second 12 months. And the hope and the strategy and the goal is that they're going to be able to refinance before they get back into the 7.125, which, based on the most recent data and market expectations, which we all know change all the time, we do think that that's a realistic expectation for rates to come down in the next 12 to 24 months.
Yeah.
What a great strategy. And thank you, Jodie, for helping those buyers on this listing that we have been, working to get, sold. So
working it.
Yeah. So we really appreciate all of your work and expertise and education on both sides.
I have a new program. It's called the 2-1 Robinhood account buy down. And you're like, where are you going with this, Attilio? Jodie, I'm so glad you asked. So they're going to do the 2-1 buy down. They're going to take that $1,000 a month savings in the first year and have it automatically ACH into the Robinhood account. Or actually, you know what? Never mind. Acorn. Forget Robinhood because it's too volatile with the stock market. Into their Acorn account, which is pretty conservatively spread a whole bunch of stocks. And they're going to take that $1,000. So at the end of the first year, $1,000 a month. What they're going to have, Adrienne? Do the math quick.
$12,000.
$12,000. And then at the second year, they're going to do $600. So they're going to have another half of 12 is?
Well, it's going to be 72.
What's that?
If it's $600 is what they're saving.
Yeah. So half of 12, which is 6.
It'll be $7,200.
Okay. But plus the 12.
It'll be about
plus the 12.
Yes.
Round up.
It'll be close to $20,000.
$19,000 in the bank. Because Jodie, what happens if they can't? They just need to be prepared for that new lock-in rate. So it's called, you know what they call it in Vegas? Insurance. Any insurance, when the dealer shows rates, they're going to go, insurance. Mm-hmm. Have the money in there. Right. And the worst case scenario is growing with your Acorn account. Everybody should have an Acorn account. Set it and forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have an Acorn account? No, this show is sponsored by Acorn. Yeah. Today's Team Lally show brought to you by Acorn. But Jodie, anything else on that?
The other thing I did want to say about that particular deal is that, and this is speaking towards like who your agent is and how you pick your representation matters.
Yes.
On all fronts, because like the lender hadn't talked to this buyer about the 2-1. The lender wasn't as available on the weekends and evenings. These buyers in particular need a high level of information and communication, meaning I've committed hours, like probably like 15 hours to them in the past, 10 days.
Thank you.
So
what kind of lender is not available in the evenings and weekends? What, you work for the state of Hawaii or something?
Probably not the Mortgage Genius, because they are available evenings and weekends and when the clients are available and when they need them.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to, your lender has to understand when you can communicate and when you can really digest and decision make and grasp information, because they gave up. Like they were like, we're done. We don't want this property.
Yeah.
Go, they were done. Right. And then the agent was kind of done too. So there was no
creativity.
Let's turn. Right.
Initiative, urgency.
Let's not leave any stone unturned. Like, let's continue the conversation, because we knew we were so close to like having a deal, and we knew that the buyers wanted the property, and we knew that the sellers wanted to sell, and we were so close, but yet everyone was like, okay, we're just done. And
and thank you, Jodie, for sticking in there, because on the seller side, it was equally lots of conversations, and they were all in person and face to face.
Jodie, how tall are you? Right. How tall are you, Jodie?
A lot of conversations.
Jodie, how tall are you?
She's like
5'2".
5'2", but she comes in like Mike Tyson. Boom! TKO, knockout in the first 40 seconds of the first round. You need that in your corner.
Especially in this kind of market. Like there's a lot of moving parts.
You got to come out swinging. Yes. You got to come out swinging in this market. Here's the deal. You just said what Tony Robbins said. It is not a lack of resources that is the challenge. It's a lack of resourcefulness.
Right.
Yeah. So, and you don't have any shortage of that, even at 5'2".
It's so important. It's so important. And I can't stress it enough as far as like, sometimes people have to understand that like, we're brainstorming with you. We're trying to understand what is your pain point, what is stopping you, and we're trying to get you to the goal, right? And so I think that some loan officers, everyone actually in the industry, like we had a different deal too that we just had to muscle through, where the escrow officer was like, "There's no way that this can happen," period. And I was like, "Well, let's not. Be so definitive. Like, stop saying that because." And you know what? Guess what? We recorded yesterday, so there's just like it's gonna be harder now. But you have to. That's why buyers and sellers have to make smart decisions with who they surround themselves with.
Yeah, it's very important that you figure out who's in your corner. Mike Tyson, when the bell rings, he goes in the corner. He's got all these people helping him out and getting him out there. And so who's going to be in your corner? Because it is an MMA fight out there, but it is worth the battle.
Yes.
Because I will tell you, I talk to clients every day and they're like, "Oh, yeah." That's exactly what they sound like. "Ah, we're freaking out." And I said, 20 years from now, you're not going to remember any of this. Hang in there. Keep going. 20 years from now, you're going to be so glad that you did it, and you're not going to remember any of this in the moment. So hang in there. All right. Thank you, Jodie.
Thank you, Jodie.
You're welcome.
Okay,
that was Jodie, the mortgage genius.
Yeah.
And she really is genius in being creative in these very difficult situations.
Yeah, she's like the Mr. Miyagi of the lending industry.
Yeah, we're grateful to have her involved in these transactions.
A lot easier on the eyes than Mr. Miyagi. So here's the deal, folks. You got to have the right team in your corner, whether you're selling a home or buying a home. By the way, if you got other people that are like, "Man, I wish I could listen to a funny real estate show, get educated, get entertained at the same time," always remember that we are always on air, AM 830, KHVH, 10 a.m. on a Saturday.
And we're also on AM 690 on a Tuesday.
We're all over the place.
And also, we are all over the social media with LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
You can see behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, you can see what we look like.
Yeah, Adrienne is one 300-pound Samoan lady, and I am a little person. I'm 4 feet tall.
No, you're not.
I barely reach the microphone.
All right,
That's what we look like.
I want to share a recent testimonial that we got from Clark Snyder. So
Thank you, Clark Snyder.
Yes, I have worked closely with Olivia Lynn as a mortgage broker and have nothing but positive things to say. She is a tenacious agent that really cares for her buyers. She has proven that she is willing to go above and beyond serving her clients to get the absolute best deal. I absolutely recommend Olivia and Team Lally for their amazing customer service and communication throughout the home buying process.
By the way, do you know we have a 10K for upgrades program?
Yes, I did
know.
What is that? So basically, it's the part of that, the home preparation, the property prep. Sometimes you just don't have the budget to properly prepare your home for this market.
We go visit the seller. They're like, "I know my money."
And it happens quite frequently, especially like the prices in Hawaii. Everything's so expensive.
We just went to the movies. We just paid $250 for popcorn and one soda. We don't have money to upgrade our house. No worry, we got you.
Yes. So basically, we come up with a plan together, and we use all of our experts that we trust to execute on that plan.
There's no markup. There's no catch. There's no funny business. It's 10K. We put Adrienne. We go to her house. We bust open her piggy bank. We put the money down. We count up all the pennies and quarters. We pay for the things. We get people that there's no back end from these guys either. It's just we pay for the things to get done. That's going to give you the most bang for your buck on your home.
And then we just get reimbursed once the home sells.
Yeah,
we'll be reimbursed at closing.
So if we upfront you 10K, on the back end, we're getting reimbursed for 20,000.
No, just 10,000.
Or whatever we spend.
There's no interest. There's no charge. Nothing. Just
I've been told, "Hey, you think you funny?" And I say yes, but not when it comes to this 10K for upgrades, and then also instant offer. What is that?
Oh, so you can on our website teamlally.com.
Yeah,
you can click on a button. You don't have to deal with anybody. and you will get the value of your home and an offer
if you want,
and we can close in 10 to 12 days.
Maybe you want it by the FBI and you gotta leave town quickly and you just need cash to stay in town, face the music.
Yes,
but 10K for upgrades is not for bail though. We don't do that.
No,
it's for improving the home.
And for we've helped some clients too
with legal fees,
with moving costs, with with relocation. We've been able to do that. So we are going to take a break, but stay with us. When we come back, we'll be talking with Jake Kissack of SKYTA Solar and Roofing. We're going to talk about the benefits of switching to solar and how to do insurance claims
on Maui and Oahu and the Big Island. So stay with us.
Hey, there are all kinds of opinions out there where the real estate market is going and what to do about higher interest rates. Hey, your friend Sean Hannity here. And as a real estate investor myself, I want to tell you that I would go for the best advice on the local market. I'm talking about Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu. Now, getting expert local advice from someone who actually lives right here and has worked in real estate for years means you will have the best information to make the right decision for you. So even if you're thinking, well, should I sell now? Should I wait? Well, you can start by getting an accurate value on your home. Just go to the website, enter your address, and you'll have your home's value in a matter of seconds. It's just that simple, that easy, and you'll probably find that your home is worth more than you thought. Now, that piece of information alone is going to open up multiple options for you. Call Team Lally now at 799-9596 or online at teamlally.com. That's teamlally.com.
Taking one cash offer for your home doesn't have to be your only option. I'm Barbara Corcoran, and especially in today's current market, having a local real estate agent who offers great marketing and options that are customized to fit your needs is smart. In Honolulu, the agents I trust are Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi. They can give you a guarantee to sell your home, flexible fees, or up to $10,000 in cash to help with repairs. Get the option that's right for you. Go to teamlally.com.
If you're looking for an outstanding insurance agent that will personally help you during the moment of truth, we recommend Bradley Maruyama with Allstate Insurance.
So, Attilio, what do you mean by the moment of truth?
Well, the best insurance is the insurance you never have to use. But we know that's not how life works. So when life happens, you can count on Bradley and his team to exceed your expectations for your insurance needs.
Keep in mind that when buying a home, the cost of home insurance should be taken into consideration. I trust Bradley with my own personal home, so you should give him a call. Call Bradley with Allstate Insurance at 591-8016.
Tired of waiting 2-3 months to finalize your home loan or refinance? Jodie Tanga and her team at Pacific Rim Mortgage have a turn time of 30 days or less by processing your loans locally.
Take advantage of today's low interest rates by calling our good friend Jodie Tanga of Pacific Rim Mortgage. Her personal cell is 488-5510. That's 488-5510.
Hey, Adrienne, guess what?
What, Attilio?
Jodie has a huge secret.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
I can tell you.
Yes, you can.
Okay, here it is. Jodie has a free home buying guide that reveals insider tips others may not want you to know.
Wow, how do I get this free home buying guide?
Easy. Just go to her website, pacificrim.com. That's PAC or PACRIMMTG.com.
I see the free home buyer guide has valuable information that can help me avoid mistakes and could cost me tens of thousands of dollars over the lifetime of my loan.
Yes. So check out their site. That's pacificrim.com or give her a call at 488-5510. That's 488-5510. What's the website?
It's PAC, P-A-C, RIM, R-I-M, Mortgage, MTG.com. Hawaii, NMLS ID 1032554.
Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or buy it. I'm Adrienne.
And I'm Attilio.
And if you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Hey, next up on the line is the father of surfing, Duke Kahana. No. It's the father of property management. Wrong Duke. Duke Kimhan. Duke, are you there?
I am.
All right. What you got for us this week?
Well, I got an easy one.
Okay.
Furnished versus unfurnished rental homes. So a lot of the rentals that come to us are unfurnished.
Yeah.
I'd say a pretty good amount, 95%, they come already rented before. So in that case, we just turn them over from one property manager to another. They're unfurnished. But sometimes people say, hey, can you rent my furnished house? Well, a long time ago, not that, maybe 2 years ago, we used to have a lot of Airbnb where people would get furnished places. But since the new law went into effect last year about minimum of a 30-day rental, now a lot of people are going to long-term.
Mm-hmm.
So when a long-term renter comes along, they come in the house and they see, a whole bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Forks, knives, plates, and they got everything in the bathroom and all that kind of stuff. And the tenant already has all this stuff.
Yeah.
So he says, I want everything except the dining room table. Is that okay? You can throw away all the beds. The owners have to have a plan for this when
Yes.
they go long term.
Yeah.
So that's a huge problem. And I tell the owners, unless I have the authority to sell or store your stuff at your
Yeah.
cost, then I cannot take your house.
Or it's two guys in a dump truck. Two guys on one dump truck.
Yes. Yeah. And they're like, oh, can you sell to the highest bidder for me? I go, no, we're a property manager. We're not a used furniture place.
Yeah.
So, unless you got a plan for this, then give me a house that's vacant.
Yeah.
And I turned down a couple of these listings because it's so difficult. People, military, if they're coming in, they have a whole bunch of this stuff.
I think maybe if they paid you guys like $1,000 and sold and donated all the stuff, maybe. But that's just a maybe. Don't take me.
And you know what, Duke? And Attilio and I, we just purchased an office space with a big warehouse, and we are building our staging inventory. So we might be a solution for some of those owners. Yes, perfect. A win-win.
Win-win. But Duke, when you were sharing this with me, I was thinking of Shakespeare. William Shakespeare, one of the most prolific playwriters in history, because we still remember his name today. And Shakespeare, he was in property management, and you know what he said? It's a very famous quote. He said, "To furnish or not to furnish?"
Or not to furnish.
That is the question.
And Duke's answer is do not furnish.
No,
for long term.
Long term. Yep.
Don't do it.
No. If
That's
Duke,
tip for today.
Thank you, Duke.
if the soup Nazi was in property management, he would say, "No furnishing for you."
That's right.
For long-term rental.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's just too hard to deal with because the tenants today, they are moving in with furniture.
Their stuff. Their stuff.
Their stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, Duke.
Thank you,
Excellent
Duke.
tip and reminder for our listeners.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right. You can get a hold of Duke by heading over to our resource tab at teamlally.com.
Or you can just give us a call, 799-9596.
And we will connect you directly.
You have any question, you want to know the meaning of life, 799-9596. We're like the people at Costco. Oh, did you find everything? And I tell them, I'm looking for the meaning of life. And they're like, oh, that would be aisle 2, about halfway down. And you know what it was? One big jar of M&Ms.
Oh.
That is it. The meaning of life is right there. Okay, what's next?
Okay, we have a guest.
Okay.
Is he on the line?
Is Jake on the line? Yes, he is.
Okay, so our guest today, he grew up in Wyoming and studied in the south of Spain. 3 years ago, he came to Hawaii after being pursued to leave his Wyoming ranch and help people through the solar process. Being someone who loves helping local businesses, he chose to be with SKYTA, a local roofing and solar contractor in Hawaii. Currently, he's SKYTA's solar roof and AC advisor. Please welcome back, because he's been on here before.
He's been a repeat offender on the show.
Right. Welcome back.
And Jake, I like the fact you were raised in Wyoming. Is that what it is?
Yes.
And educated in the south of France. Spain.
Yes.
If you were raised here, you'd have been. He was raised in Waianae and educated in Kalihi.
Yeah, we catch our bulls out there from Waianae too.
That's it. Yeah, but you've been here long enough. People are like, hey, Jake, help me with this, and you're like, shoots. Okay, go ahead. What you got?
Well, this week, little tip of the week here on the radio show is that I'm coming to you guys live here from Maui. So aloha to all my Maui people today.
Yeah.
A bunch of them have been asking, like, oh my gosh, Jake, I'm still out in Lahaina. I still need help with my roof. So since the storm, I've actually gotten to live out in Lahaina for some time with some friends and New Ohana out there who took me in and took some of my team in just to help serve the neighborhood, as there's so much damage that's happened out there. So anyway, if you're out there in Lahaina, or in Maui where the windstorm happened or where the fire happened, we are still helping customers get roofs on their house.
Yeah.
And before all the rain comes, of course, we're getting tarps up there as we wait on the insurance process to help customers keep as much money in pocket and try to get them free, free help.
I want to insert there, Jake, that it's good. It's good that you get involved in the process, because what happens, and we're hearing this from attorneys that have represented other people in these kind of areas in the mainland, is the insurance company is going to be really quick to send you a check because they got a ton of claims, and it's kind of like a little poo-poo appetizer of an amount, because it's not maybe in alignment or realistic
the right amount
with the actual cost.
Yeah.
So you should get Jake in your corner, because you're not going to take a piece of that. You just want to do the roof.
He's the insurance. He's the insurance whisperer.
And he's I heard you, Jake. He was on the phone the other day, and I said, if you don't get my clients this check for this roof, I'm going to open up a can of whoop beep on you now. No. He takes a soft approach.
He does.
You just keep calling. You keep calling.
He's very good at what he does.
Because he did it for us on one of our homes.
That's right. And that was a very interesting situation.
It was unbelievable.
It was, and he got it done.
Yeah.
So Jake, could you share with us maybe an example of one of your Maui families that you were able to help through this process?
Tell us what happened.
Yeah. So one of them is what we're calling the worst home. It was the worst home the insurance actually saw. It was a SKYTA, a friend of mine named Jimmy Somera and his family, the SKYTA house up there off of Lahaina Luna. And they ended up having, the wind actually blew off their shingles, their underlayment, and then all the way down to the plywood. So the wood even got ripped off, and all the insurance companies drove by up there said, well, this is the worst house that we've seen that actually is not burned. So it had the most damage. It was the most damage that had not been burned totally.
Well, Jake, just to remind people, the reason why the fire was so massive was because of the high winds.
Yes.
So people who didn't get burned still got affected by the high winds. But keep going.
Yeah, and they had smoke damage inside the house. They had the wind. Their tree even got blown down on the truck in the front driveway. So they were in bad shape.
Yeah.
And they just said, hey, we need help. Can you help? Well, 8 weeks later, it was just this last week that we ended up getting them completely done. And insurance covered the entire roof. And we helped them through that whole process to get our bid out to insurance and to work that process for them to help alleviate as much stress as possible and to just be there to walk it. It's a very stressful time for many of the families. So just to have somebody who's local helping out, who's living there and been there, it was such a huge gift to them that they were just like, man, we're so thankful that we got to work with us. And so that was one of our biggest success stories so far. And they're super happy with it. The roof turned out great. We were up there. And there's still tons of work to be done, but that was our greatest success story. Just 8 weeks.
So one of many success stories. I know that you guys are out there working really hard to help, all of those homeowners with the roof and any kind of insurance claims. So thank you for that and being out there to support the Lahaina owners. Let's also make sure that we talk about the cost of electric. I know that that's kind of a hot topic, and
let's talk about the cost of electricity on Oahu. What's happening with that time of use?
The time of use. Very simply put, everybody's gotten emails. They've gotten a lot of paper coming out that says time of use, and it's time to save. And the time of use program is one where they're changing the meter on the homes.
They've changed my meter. Adrienne, have they changed your meter?
They did.
No, I have a solar and a battery and all that
that's right.
jazz.
Well, my meter got changed.
Jake helped me to avoid that.
Awesome. But keep going. So time of use. Go ahead.
So the time of use. So basically what it is it's a new program that everyone's getting on because the grid is super stressed. So they're trying to get people to use Powur from 9 in the morning until 5 o'clock at night. Yeah. And there's going to be a base rate during that time. Then from 5 until 9 p.m. during those peak hours, it's going to triple. So your cost is going to triple at that time. And then from 9 p.m. back to 9 a.m., you're going to have double the daily rate. So that's a lot of words to say. Whatever your bill is today, it's going to be more. Minimum 100. Yeah, it's going to be more. And most of the customers who have switched over that we've talked to have said that their bill's more than double. And so though it sounded like a good program and they thought they could change all of their power to go from like 9 until 5 in the morning until the evening, they're like,
think about it. The motivation is to get people to shift their behavior. What are we doing between 9 and 5?
Working.
We're sitting on H1. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how you people are on H1 like at 2 o'clock. What is everybody doing at 2 o'clock to be on H1 anyway? So we're not at home cooking, cleaning, and doing all of that stuff. We're still going to be doing it between 5 and 9 at triple the rate. What do you think is going to happen to your electric bill? So,
well, Jake is going to help them with that.
Jake,
yeah, we can help you out with that. And now I was going to chat about the last item, which is there is a new solar player on the block. We're calling it. Basically, it's called Powur.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to see more promo for it. Hear me now, believe me later. Powur is like the Amazon of solar now in Hawaii. And it's on Maui, it's on Kauai, Big Island, and Oahu. And all islands have access to it. And what it is, everyone wants the best panels at the best price, the best products at the best price. But their number one concern is like, hey, there's going to be mainland companies that come in. And even the local companies is like, what happens when it breaks? And maybe the company goes bottom up and goes under. So that's the number one concern we have. This company with Powur, because it's such a big platform and big network, they're able to get the premium products at the lowest nationally set prices. So we're not getting price hikes here in Hawaii, which has been typical for decades. This is the first time that they're able to really lower that price for homeowners and then give maximum warranty. So their big thing is warranty on your roof for 30 years. It's a bulletproof warranty against leaks and penetration caused by solar panel installation, which is one of the number one reasons why people don't get solar on their house and concerned that roof. So,
Jake, talk about the bundles. What does that mean, the bundles? So I can get solar on my roof and I can get tickets to Vegas.
No. That is not the bundle.
It's a different bundle. No, that's not the bundle.
I think the bundle and the financing.
Talk about the bundle.
I know that there's like with this whole like new platform of Powur.
Yeah.
There's additional like options for financing and bundling.
Talk about the bundling and the financing.
Okay, so if you're one of the homeowners out there who's listening, who's been told, hey, auntie, you can't go solar right now because your roof is not going to sustain the weight, or your roof is too old, you need a re-roof. Well, now you can bundle in that roofing cost into the solar loan, and you'll just pay a little bit more per month to where you can keep your hard-earned cash in your pocket, and you can bundle those together under one payment stretched over the term of the loan, which is typically 25 years. They get you locked in at a rate, and there's as long as you qualify, man, I wish I could lock people in for 50 years. What if you got to lock in the price of gas 50 years ago?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Genius.
Yeah, I wish I could have locked in cupcakes. I eat a lot of cupcakes, Hostess cupcakes, Snickers.
Well, I want to give my testimonial.
Yeah, give your testimonial.
I am a client of SKYTA, and I had solar on my house. I think the first panels were installed maybe in 2008.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that my electric bill kept going up, and I wasn't sure why. And Jake and his team, they came out and they verified that the panels were just not as productive as they once were.
Sure.
And I was able to sign up with the program. I don't think this one's available anymore, but I was able to get like a 0%. This was back in the day.
Yeah.
But got a battery, more panels, and then a charging station, and then bring back down my electric bill to, I'm pretty much zeroed it out.
Yeah.
And there's been like a couple little glitches. And I want to say that SKYTA is like watching, like they're watching my system, and they're like, oh, like there's some, this doesn't,
you guys have
like this doesn't look right.
monitoring.
And then I'm getting like phone calls and text messages. We're coming out to your house to check on your system. Is this okay? You know, so like they'll.
Hey, tell them, damn kids, shut the lights off at night. No, they're not doing that.
No, but they're very proactive, and just monitoring. Because I mean, as a consumer, I don't know like what that means or what it should be or shouldn't be doing. So I've been very appreciative of how proactive that they've been in monitoring my system, making sure that it's, you know, operating the right way.
You know, and Jake, talk about the logic of this. Everybody's going to get pissed off at HECO when your bill goes from 500 to, you know, 900. But just folks, you got to think of the logic of this. Why are those bills having to go up again? Besides the stress of the system, what else is causing that?
Well, right now, as you see, many people are going to solar. So
that's it.
Hawaiian Electric it's not like we're magically getting more customers out here. Sure, some homes are built here and there.
Yeah.
But really, they have their customer base that as people exit, and everyone will be exiting the grid at some point. We're going to be 100% green. That's the goal here in Hawaii.
I think it's 2045.
Going to happen. Yeah, that's right. And by that time, everyone who is slow to transition into solar will continue to get more and more bills. They'll see the price hikes of Hawaiian Electric, and
it's like when you go out dinner with all your friends and relatives, and then everybody get the T-Rex arms when the bill comes out, and then everybody went to the bathroom, but they actually went home, and then you got the bill.
Yeah,
and you got to pay for everybody. Yeah. That is what's happening with the HECO electric bill. Everybody, all your neighbors, they got the solar, they got the T-Rex arms. They're not paying. They're paying. They went from 800 to 80. Do the math, folks. It's a public utility. They still need to maintain the system. We're in the middle of the island. There's no other grid to rely upon, except, oh, my AC went out. Okay, go outside and go lay in your yard then. It's so hot. But that's it. So, if there was one last thing that you wanted to share with our audience that would blow their minds, like literally brain matter everywhere, what would it be?
Is right now, if you guys want to check in, if you guys have been sitting on the fence and waiting and saying, I'm not going to get solar, I'm just not going to do it, the prices are going to go lower, the technology is going to get better. Well, with this new Powur platform, it is the time to recheck. If you've been told you don't qualify before, or your roof is bad, we will blow your mind with the prices. Currently, there's been no other competitors to like the big companies you see in Home Depot and in Costco. That one called Sunrun. But right now, even our prices are more competitive than Sunrun across the board. And there are some great warranties that we can provide through local vendors. And it's all through local. Like they just use local, which blows my mind. That all this is just being worked through local, which is going to help the island.
And help the economy and keep people working and all that good stuff. All right, Jake.
And keep the money here.
Keep the money here. Why buy local? Try buy local. All right, not try, do. All right, thank you, Jake, so much.
Thank you, Jake, for the updates on everything and all that you're doing over there on Maui. Keep up the work over there.
And taking care of our people in Lahaina. Thank you so much, Jake.
Yeah. Aloha.
Aloha. Hey, by the way, you know how we're going to know? Literally, we're going to have people out on the streets, walking down the middle of the street at the end of the month when the electric bill come in. And we don't even need to look at the roof. We're going to start knocking on the doors of the people that when they get the electric bill at the end of the month, they're like, then we go knock on the door and say, hey, have you thought about solar?
You got a solution.
We're going to bring tissue box so you can stop crying after they see the electric bill. And then it's so easy, folks. And by the way, the name is Go Local Powur, Powur. If you want any information, it's so easy. All you got to go to do is teamlally.com/go local Powur. And you're going to see our next events and stuff. And any information regarding that is going to be constantly updated there. But I'm going to make it super easy for you. You're flipping out, you're freaking out on this electric bill thing. All you got to do is send us an email, info@teamlally.com, or give us a call, 799-9596. Ask for Adrienne and Attilio. and tell them, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown if I don't keep my electric bill low. We're on a fixed income. We really can't afford to have our bill going from 500 to 1,200, 800, whatever. Please help us with some solutions. Folks, these are no money down solutions if you qualify to go green and lock in your energy rates. Energy security is going to be a big thing moving forward into the future. Yes or yes, Adrienne?
So no money down, and you'll be decreasing your monthly spend on power. So that's just, why wouldn't you do that?
What are the two things we know about home sales regarding solar? And we've known this for the last 10 or 15 years.
So you're going to get at least
two benefits.
Yeah. So you're going to get more money
for your home when you go to sell.
Yep. And if you're holding on to it, like the tenants, you're always going to be more rent.
Yeah.
And then the tenants aren't going to want to leave.
Yeah. Because they got the low electric bill at your place.
Yes.
And all the kids and everybody cooking, cleaning.
And you're saving the environment too.
Save the environment.
Yes.
So here's the deal, folks. If you got an electric bill, it's that simple. You can send just your electric bill and make sure you give us your phone number so we can call you back, and we'll have our pros down at Go Local Power give you an analysis. Mm-hmm. And it's not a bum's rush and close you hard and, we coming out to install tomorrow. It's going to be a determination. Does it make sense? Does going to renewable energy make sense? Global warming is a fact. There's an addendum now that we have to give out to anybody with selling property on the ocean front that we didn't have before. And it talks about sea level rise. This is for real. Mm-hmm. So you're going to be one of those people that go in and go, man, I wish I did that. Or you're going to jump on now. And I think the time to do it now is because if everybody's doing it at rushing, it's going to be more expensive and less installers.
You have to wait longer.
And pay a higher electric bill for a longer period of time before you go to solar.
Mm-hmm.
So
before the show ends, I want to just give a couple little reminders on our career nights and join teamlally.com. We are always looking for team members and talented people within our office and within our team.
You got to be hangry. You know what hangry means? Is that if you have more month than money, you get really super pissed off at the end of the month because I'm like, there's got to be a better way. All you got to do is go to jointeamlally.com to start the process with us or come to one of our career nights. We might be doing career nights once a month for the next 6 months. Don't quote me on that. All you got to do is go to the website.
If you want your own personal career night.
Yeah, we do career. We do career nights every day.
Go to jointeamlally.com and we'll have a conversation and see where you might be a good fit within our organization.
Send this email. I'm humble, I'm hungry, and I'm smart. I want a position on the team, and then we'll tell you what the next step is.
Okay, and then also another reminder, you can follow us on social media. Just put in there Team Lally, and you'll find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram,
LinkedIn, TikTok.
Yeah, and just connect up with us.
Yeah, okay. So get your social media junkie fix for Team Lally because we're everywhere.
All right. Thanks for listening. And thank you to our sponsors.
Jodie and Derek of Pacific Rim Mortgage.
Bradley with Allstate Insurance.
Kenji, Pillar to Post Home Inspection.
John with Kilauea Pest Control.
Duke with Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Robinson of Fine Line Paintworks.
Jake the Snake with SKYTA Construction Roofing and Solar and WWE.
Scott with Zero Res Hawaii.
Amphi, the Estate Planning Group.
Jason Wu of the Attorney at Law.
Jeff with the Loan Depot.
Rhino of Hawaii Unified.
Kenny with the Badfish Carpentry.
Janice of Dreamhouse Drafting.
And Tony with the Tony Group. No, I'm just saying it in advance. If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, go to teamlally.com.
We also want to give a big thank you to Leah Rodriguez, our producer here in the studio.
Woo-hoo!
Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life
forever. This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold Program.
If you can't sell your home at the agreed upon price in our time frame, we'll have it bought for cash.
Thanks and aloha!
The preceding program was sponsored by Team Lally.